And now, here's your host of Shaping Success, Wes Tankersley.
What is up, everyone? Welcome to Shaping Success. I'm your host, Wes Tankersley. This is just a little quick impromptu live edition of the show. I ended up I had an interview this morning that I was supposed to have that got rescheduled. The person who was going to interview me was sick. So sometimes I get to do interviews on other podcasts, which is super exciting. I get a chance to kind of talk and tell my story a little bit. If you haven't been following along on TikTok, I have currently just about hit 21,000 followers, which is a serious place for growth for me. And that is something that I've been super excited to see growth. I've been on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, everywhere for a long time. How are you doing, Michelle? And I just, it's been crazy to see the growth on TikTok versus what these other platforms are doing. A lot of things going on with Shaping Success that you have not seen if you are not there. I've been trying to post some of it on Instagram, but like I said, the following has not been as big there. So make sure that if you are watching the podcast, if you are listening to the podcast, or wherever you're doing it, subscribe. Make sure that you turn the notifications on so you get the notifications when they come on. Podcast downloads are a little bit down, but that's just because I've got a bunch of people hopping on and are listening to all the shows instead of just the one. And it just keeps getting better and better. So the subscribers are hopping on, and that will help over time. But if you are looking through there and you just subscribed and you can go check out any other interviews, there's some great interviews, some that I'm really proud of. This week had Jeremy Ryan Slade on. He is actually from, I think, Michelle, he's from New Jersey, or he's from that area. And he is a podcaster, and he's been doing it for a very long time. He's done over 1,000 episodes. It's kind of similar to what I do. Super cool, super exciting interview. It's a great one. If you haven't checked that out, you need to check it out. A couple other great ones that I've had as well. Jake Rose from New Medicine, one of my favorite people to talk to. He's come on One Drink Wednesday. That's another thing. If you haven't seen One Drink Wednesday yet, you should go check that out. Every Wednesday on IG, my friend Jay Finning and I do a live feed with One Drink Wednesday, and a lot of people hop on there. And if you have comments, Michelle's popping comments, just so you guys know, this is going out on video right now. So I have a comment tab up there. Michelle Carroll, my good friend from New Jersey, Jersey Girl, Duet Queen, on TikTok is watching, and she's asking me questions. I think the biggest thing you can do is copy the link and just kind of share it, Michelle, because it's going right now on my Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube. It's trying to go to LinkedIn, but that's never really worked very well. But yeah, if you guys can share it out, that's great. Just copy the link, share it with someone, DM, whatever works best for you. Want to grow the show, want to get things going out there. One of the big things that we're working on right now is we have a merchandise coming out, and one of my friends on TikTok actually said, hey, you need to get some shirts. And I'm like, okay. Well, I have stickers because I've had stickers for a while, and I started selling those. So it kind of pushed me to turn Shaping Success into a business. So there is now the Shaping Success Network, LLC. It's a platform that I can sell things and be able to create my own business. And the major thing that I always wanted to do was to create my own business and build my own network. So that's why it's Shaping Success Network, LLC. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get a network of podcasters. So come check out Jay and I on One Drink Wednesday. That's an awesome IG Live that we do. I'm working really hard on getting Jay on TikTok because I think that with TikTok, we have a little bit more opportunity than we do on Instagram. Instagram has been kind of slow growing for me. And when you're trying to market yourself and you're trying to market a business and you're trying to build something, you really want to go where the most places are that you get the views, the subscribers, the followers, the friends, the supporters. And TikTok is where I've found the most supporters out of any platform that I've been on. It's not to say that I've given up on Instagram, because I haven't. I just feel like that platform is kind of waning in the wayside. I saw someone post something the other day that said Facebook is dead. Instagram is now Facebook, and TikTok is the new everything. So it's been great. I've met some awesome, great people. So if you're interested in merchandise, hit me up. I got some hats. I have new shirts now. I'll show you this one here. If you're watching, you can see this is a awesome shirt that Hard Parking Media, which is my friend Jay Finning, who does One Drink Wednesday with me, creates those for me. So we've been talking about it for a long time, and we got that push to get them out. So shirts are out, stickers are out, all those things. That's how you can support monetarily. But the best way that you can support is by sharing the podcast on your story, sharing your links to the podcast, sharing on IG. Thank you, Michelle. That's awesome. Sharing things wherever people see it, because a lot of people think, oh, here you are, you have this big successful podcast, but they don't understand that, it looks like you're killing it on social media because you're actually the person posting over and over again, but that's not the case. Downloads, are key, and with the podcast, the download is a huge thing, and you try to get more and more, and I've got, like, on the current episode, I have about 30 downloads. Now, over time, that'll turn into a lot more, but you want more. I mean, Jeremy, who I interviewed this week, was telling me on his very first one, he got like 6,000 downloads, and it was like, holy smokes. I have never seen 6,000 downloads on one episode. But it's all about the niche that you're in as well. It's all about who you're trying to build up. It's all about, the type of podcast that you put out. And mine is more of self-help, promotional, helping create success for other people. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to show people that success is not universal. It is a choice that you make. And that's why I interview so many different people. I think that there are people from all different walks of life who have been successful in their own way, who have motivated people to do things. And the big thing is taking that action. Take the action to move forward. I think a lot of us are afraid to take action because we're afraid of what had happened if we did. And I was that way too. This taking action today, getting on here and doing this live right now is something that I haven't done in a while, but I needed to do it because I needed to talk. I needed to get something out. I needed, it's just that creative outlet. People want to hear things. People want to see what you're going through. People want to hear what you're doing. And that's why I encourage you, no matter what your story is, to find a way to get that out there. You can do it no matter what. Whether it's doing a TikTok video, whether it's posting a picture on Instagram, trying to grow something. My friend Wise, Real Wise Production, we do once a month a podcast, kind of like a podcast workshop where we can help other people learn how to podcast if they want to. Come check that out. It goes live here, not under the Shaping Success platform, but it does go on my YouTube page. I share it with Wise. He shares it on his. And he's a great outlet as well. He has his own radio production, and he has his own video editing and audio editing and creating logos and things like that. So it's one of those things. Ash, how are you? We've got some good people checking out the YouTube channel. Thank you very much for being here, and supporting me. These are great people that I found on TikTok that are talking to me right now in the chat box. And so take that action. That's really what it is. It's take that action. Understand that you can be a warrior in your own way. The Success Warrior Crew, the SWC, hashtag SWC, comes on all the sides of the shirts. I've got those stickers that I send out because you can be a warrior no matter what you're doing. You can be the person who has the opportunity to do everything that they want, and that is what I do. I am a success warrior. I want people to know that success is whatever you want it to be. You can be a successful mom. You can be a successful burger flipper. You can be a successful, I'm a salesman. I sell stuff all day long. And, I sell window coverings, and I do the best that I can do. And it's about trying to be better every single day. That's all there is to it. You need to be willing to work harder every single day at whatever it is that you're doing and never be complacent. And I think that really is what encompasses the Success Warrior Crew. That's really what that's about. So if you want to be part of that, just use that tag. Use that tag anywhere you post anything, hashtag SWC. Let people know who you are. My people will follow your people. I'll do shout outs on TikTok sometimes. And it's funny because there was a shout out today with one of my followers, and I was like, go ahead. You need to follow this person. I don't follow people that don't bring me value. I used to do follow trains and things like that. And it was one of those things that got growth in the beginning, but I decided that that's not what I need. And, my friend Brian is starting out on TikTok, and one of the things that I gave him, one of the things I said to him was, don't do any follow trains. Don't do them. They don't help. They don't work because those people don't engage. And even when you have 21K followers, not everyone engages. You don't get everyone engaging on every single post. You don't get everyone doing that. I have about 15 to 20 people who post and comment and are involved in my page all the time. Trevor, how's it going? That's the thing. You've got to cultivate those relationships with people in order to make that happen. So, someone said, well, why should I follow them? And I was like, you don't have to. These are just people that follow me and support me. And I think that they're very supportive people. And I'm not going to share out your profile or, unless I really am behind you. So that's one of the things you have to understand, that people that you surround yourself with is a very big thing. Michelle says, I've been learning that every day. I think of what to do next. I put options on that one thing. Exactly. That's exactly what it's about. It's about learning every single day. A lot of you have followed along know that I was reading or listening to, because I listen while I drive, The Score Takes Care of Itself by Bill Walsh, who was a coach for the San Francisco 49ers a long time ago. He passed away from leukemia a few years back. But the big thing with Bill Walsh is he didn't talk about, I'm a head coach, I'm better than anyone else, I'm better, he led by example. And that's what I want to do. I want you to understand that when I'm making content on TikTok, I am leading by example. I am telling you what I am going through. I am trying to help you work through it the way that I work through it, and I'm trying to give you tools to help you. And so many of you don't know this. Some of you do know this, but I was a teacher before, and people go, well, what kind of teacher? Well, I was a PE teacher. But the majority of the lessons that I ever learned in life and why I wanted to become a PE teacher and a baseball coach and a football coach or a coach was through sports, through athletics, through hard work. And you have to be willing to put in that hard work. And those are the things that Bill Walsh talked about taking care of the tiny little things. The person who cleans the floor is just as important as the person who is out there blocking for the quarterback, the blindside tackle. Every single person is on the same level and has a very important part that they have to do. And so just think about that. Think about all the important little pieces that you have to put together to make that work. And I know this may seem like I'm rambling, because I kind of am, but this is how I roll. This is what I do. When you listen to a podcast interview from me, I don't write anything down. I want the person to tell me their story, and then I want to ask and develop questions based on their information. So all I can say, I'm going to wrap this up here pretty quick, is that you need to make sure that you're doing everything that you can every single day to be the best that you can be, no matter what it is. And then the other thing is find the good in the bad, because there is always good from the bad. I don't think people recognize that. I think the biggest thing is you get in this woe is me type of situation. You get into, well, why is this happening to me? What does it matter? A person put it into some pretty high perspective for me when I first started TikTok and before I took a little break. His name is Andrew Bird. And he talked about finding the positive in every negative. And we look at our bills and the things that we have to pay, like our car payment, paying for gas, paying for electricity, and all of those things as a negative thing because it costs us money, right? And money is one of those things that is important to us. It's something that we can't live without. We have to have it. We have to use it. We have to do this. And yes, there are things that we would like to spend money on, right? New pair of shoes, new car, all those types of things. But the fact of the matter is that paying your car payment, paying your utility bill, doing those things, your car payment gets you from one place to the other, right? Your car gets you to your job, which allows you to make that money. There's a positive thing, right? Your heating bill in the winter, you have heat. You don't have to worry about being cold. You don't freeze to death. I mean, it's as simple as that. And that's what my challenge is to you, is to sit there and look back and look into it and realize that every single time you do something that's negative, there is a positive outcome to it. I'm going to tell you one more story before I go. I didn't date a lot of people in high school, but I probably had four girlfriends in high school. Okay. And every single one of them, I looked at them, and at a young age, as a freshman in high school, I guess I would look at it. I thought about every single girl. Do I see myself with this person for the rest of my life? Can I see that? Is there something that I need to change? Is there something that I would do differently? And the first one, yes. The second one, yes. The third one, yes. The fourth one, yes. And then I started thinking about what I was looking for. And when every single one of those relationships ended, it led me to the next one. And when the next one came, the very last one, I met my wife. Out of the blue, not even trying, I met her. And we've been married for 22 years now. And we have 2 beautiful children. And we are going to continue to go and go and go and go. But without those missed opportunities, I would have never had the opportunity that I had to be married for 22 years. So no matter what you're going through, there is always a good outcome that's going to come. You know, that's all I can say. There is something good from everything that bad that happens in your life. Okay. So I'm going to leave you with that. I want you to go out today and I want you to think about everything that you are doing today. Are you doing everything to the very best of your ability? I may not be a PE teacher anymore, but I still want to be a teacher and I still want to teach people that it is possible. So knowing that other people are doing everything they possibly can to be better every single day, no matter what that may be, is success for me. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I really appreciate you. I hope to see you guys all on One Drink Wednesday. Please make sure that you share this out if you can. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I know that most of you have. Help other people to see this, wherever you're at. Share my profile on TikTok, share it on Instagram. Feel free to share any podcast. Hit me up with any questions that you ever have, because all I want to do is help people. That's it. I hope that you guys have a great day.